Go. You're up, Keith.
Oh, welcome back to the bar for Fresh Crack Friday. We're 100 proof whitetails. You ready to do some battling?
That's my warm up.
Ben had a warm up on camera. I had one off camera today. I'm Keith. This is Ben.
Yep.
We're back for another video.
Yep. So, if you watched last episode, the Little Book Chapter 6 was really, really good. We both really enjoyed that bottle. So, obviously, that moved on. It's beat out the Coopers pretty handily, I would say.
Pretty easily.
Mm-hmm. And for the price point, I would hope it would do that. So we're going to put it in, and we're going to both do these blind. He's going to mix my glasses, and I'm going to mix his glasses up. That way, none of us know what we're drinking while we're drinking it. And then at the end, we'll do our reveal after we rank them all out.
Yep.
We thought that'd be the fairest way to do it. That way, there's no money bias, no anything like that.
Yep.
So the Little Book Chapter 6, this one is opened from last episode, so it's been open a little over a week now. That's going to be our glass A for when we do our reveals. And then I believe glass B is right here, and the Knob Creek 12, which Keith picked.
I don't remember what it is. That's B.
Yep. So that's our glass B when we do our reveal, and our glass C will be Baker's 7. This one is a single barrel. If for anybody that wants to know, from Warehouse CL1, and it is a 8-year, 7-month single barrel.
107 proof.
107 proof. I think all the Bakers are 107 down to 7 years. So a little bit of different proofs. We got 100 over here with the Knob Creek 12. Got that at K&M. This Baker's came from Cases up in Farmington, or no, it wouldn't be Canandaigua.
Canandaigua, yeah.
Canandaigua still.
Yep.
And then obviously the Little Book from Main Street down in Naples. So shouting out the liquor stores that we got these bottles from, like always. But K&M offered me a Little Book, so I'm actually going to see if Barb's got another one. Unless I put it last today, and then I will not buy another one. So don't tell my wife. But
don't tell her to watch this episode.
Don't tell her to watch it. She's upstairs taking a nap right now while we're filming this up for you guys. So, so we're gonna do our fresh pops on. I'll let Keith do his knob that he picked.
Yeah.
And pour them right up in the B glasses. Make sure one goes to me and one goes to you, and then we'll mix them up after we get everything poured up. And I'll work on opening up this Baker's. So,
and to be fair, the only reason I picked this bottle today is because I like the way it looks.
Nice Knob Creek.
We decided that we were going to open these on camera, so if I look like a fool, you all get to enjoy.
It's all good. All good.
I was always told if you grunt, it works better.
Yeah, just don't swear. We're not monetized or anything. We don't make enough money on YouTube yet, but we don't want to be banned before we can maybe make money. Sometimes those knob ones can be tricky.
I just have to go on I used to be a teacher, so I call it teacher mode.
Yep. So.
All right, here we go. As Ben would say, all quiet on the set here for the cork pop of the knob.
Deep.
Little lackluster in my opinion, but.
A little lackluster, deep. Nice smell?
Yeah.
So it's been a while since I've had a 12. I've had a 12 at a buddy's. And we want to do a couple of these videos today, so we're going to do half ouncers, samples of each of these, and go from there with it. That way we're not over-serving ourselves as we do this. We can still get home safe. I have a long 40 steps to my bed. So
I do not have 40 steps.
So there's a cork for the knob. So knob 12, I think I paid $67 or $68 for that. Yep. I think that's what they usually go for. It's about standard. K&M actually has those on the shelf right now. So it doesn't matter.
It doesn't.
We'll mix them up after the fact. As long as they go in the right glass initially,
that's all
we're
that
going to
matters.
be fine. So this Baker's 7, like I said, this one came from Cases. And I think they had another one when I was in there the other day. So we'll see if I made a mistake in not buying 2 of them.
We're about to find out.
We're going to find out. But again, they're single barrels, so we could have one that's really good, different barrels, better or worse.
Yep.
So quiet on the set. I do like this cork. Kind of neat.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. Quiet on the set.
That was better.
Wet. wet cork pop. Well, that's kind of a unique cork. I've never seen them rounded like that.
Looks like a pacifier.
Hopefully you don't need a binky for it. So, sea glasses.
So it's kind of cool. It's got a nice imprint on the top of the cork, a little different.
Yeah, it almost looks like what you'd use to like stamp a wax seal.
Yeah, absolutely.
Kind of like an old press on a letter.
Sure.
So there's a sea glass for you, sir. And I'll do a sea glass for me.
So they're all Beam products.
All Beam family.
So what makes these all unique? So they're all kind of, I mean, I'm still learning. So from the Bakers to the Knob to the Book.
Mm-hmm.
So what makes these unique, even though they're all in the Beam family? Are they is it all coming from the same juice?
Yep, I would say so. It's all made right there at Jim Beam in Clearmont. That's where the Clearmont, Kentucky is where the Beam facility is.
Okay.
I don't believe they source anything. The Little Book, they didn't say if they did or not. I would assume they didn't.
But that was a blend.
That was a blend.
Right.
Yep. So I would assume different warehouses.
Okay.
Maybe slightly different recipes.
Mm-hmm.
They're bottled at different proofs as well.
Yep.
So all that's going to be, different ages, might be different batch types. Excuse me. Like obviously the 12 is going to be a minimum of 12 years old.
Right.
The Baker 7 is a minimum of 7 years old.
Sure.
So
and then the Book is
the
unique.
Little Book is the 4-year mix of.
It's the youngin'.
Yep.
It's the youngin' of the batch.
It is the youngin' of the group.
And talk a little bit about the research you did on the Book, where people didn't align a little with what we experienced.
Yeah, so a lot of people didn't think it was worth the price point after we filmed the episode. Didn't know, but a lot of people don't like it just because of the younger whiskey, and they say it kind of tasted youthful. Maybe I got a little youth out of it, but I think there was a nice complexity and depth of flavors to it with everything going on that made it a really good experience. So I think to put it in with these other staple Beam products and, see, because I didn't really get a whole lot of Jim Beam characteristics from that bottle either, that you would typically get from other Jim Beam products like Knob Creek and stuff like that I have a lot of. So, different varietals. It could be different mash bills. I don't think I haven't looked too much into Jim Beam's mash bills. I know Wild Turkey is one that only has 2 mash bills.
Okay.
They have their regular mash bill and then their rye, and then it's however they bottle it and age it.
Right.
Is their different batches and different releases for those.
Creates the uniqueness there.
Yep.
So I was just I was surprised when Ben told me that kind of people were giving a little dirt on it just because of the age. Me being so young to bourbon, in my experiences, I don't really care, to be honest. If I have a good experience drinking it and if I enjoy it, hey, that's all that matters to me. Whether it's 2 years old or 20 years old.
Yep. And I don't think it tastes as youthful as it comes off as. Yeah. And that's what everybody's kind of big gripe was with it, was that it was a younger bottle. Younger juice, and you're paying, I guess, more per year than you would be for these other offerings.
Yeah.
So for that one, I mean, you're paying, for 12 year, you're paying like a little over $5 a year. For this one, you're paying like on the oldest 5 for 125. So you're paying $25 a year versus $5 a year.
Yep.
I do get a little bit of the argument. Is it going to be different juices? Yeah. There's different finishes that go into this bottle. So that's why we wanted to put them blind with other Beam and do a Beam fight with it. So
see how she comes out.
Let's see how the book uncorks on the second one.
Pretty sure that was better.
Nice deep pop. Nice deep pop. So, yep, a glass.
So I'm looking forward to this one. I haven't had Knob Creek probably since I wasn't legal to drink, honestly. I think it was
that your Keystones in the back of a pickup truck?
No,
days?
I'm pretty sure it was like at a party in college, or at a party of some sort. That's like, oh, do a shot. And I don't really do shots. I don't enjoy doing shots. I enjoy to sip and, enjoy it. I'm not a shot person. And then the Bakers I've never even seen before. Didn't know about it until about 10 minutes ago.
So, and what was the one thing, Keith, you were saying about the bottle?
I think it's really ugly.
Keith thinks the bottle is stupid.
I do think it's stupid. Like, I don't. call me crazy. I care what the bottle looks like. If it's a dumb looking bottle, I might not buy it. So if I were to walk into a shop, I probably wouldn't have bought the little book just because of the way it looked. I think wine bottles look dumb. Just my personal opinion.
Mhm.
I think that's a wine bottle. I think a bourbon bottle should have some uniqueness. It should have some character to
Yep.
it. To me, that's a wine bottle with a crooked label on it. And for anyone that knows me, I have the worst OCD in the world. Ask my coworkers, and the label being crooked, I don't like it.
That's what makes you a good surveyor.
Yes, that is exactly what makes me a good surveyor.
Can't handle the crookedness.
All right,
Line's got to be straight.
so you turn around.
Okay.
I'm gonna mix these up. Why don't you put those up there, and I'll mix these up and put them right in
I don't
front
think
of you.
I don't think it matters anyway because I forgot what.
So did
where
I.
I
But
placed
to
them
be
anyway.
fair,
To be fair, he's gonna put those in different orders in front of me, and then he's gonna turn around and we'll put these ones in different order
yeah,
in front
we're
of
just
him.
keeping it simple today, kind of running
Keeping
off
it
the cuff
simple
here.
and easy. So, here's your Jeopardy. Nope, we'll probably get trademark violation for that one. Better not do that.
Yeah, geez, you don't need any more emails.
Yep.
All right, good.
All right, got them all nice and
I have
mixy
no
mixed.
idea what
We probably don't even know what we did.
No.
Like I said, I could have probably drank those ones and not known what was in what order.
And I'm so new to this, I might be able to pick out the little book.
They might even be A, B, C, D. Who knows? Hopefully not D because there's no D glass.
If there's a D, I'm going to be concerned here.
If there's a D glass, we had a wild card somewhere. So
Yeah, we did. All right.
All right. So here we go. Gonna shift them up. 1, 2, 3. Done. See?
Okay.
See how easy that is?
Easy enough.
Easy enough. No sleight of hand. Nothing up the sleeves.
We're not
So
that-
we
we're
might
not that
actually be
fancy.
drinking different ones at different times too now.
Ooh.
Getting fancy with it.
I'm going left to right because my OCD. I go left to right. I don't.
Would you
mix
like a
it
little
up.
scratch pad?
Oh, for sure. I didn't bring a pen though.
I think I still got a pen or two kicking around here. Here's one. Make
Oh,
sure it
thanks.
writes. Make sure it writes.
It writes.
It writes. And
We're
I have a
good.
pen right here.
So we're just gonna take some notes as we're trying these. It's a little bit easier to.
Keep everything straight and not get them confused. So we're gonna call them class 1, 2, and 3 for me. That's how I'm gonna do mine.
Easy enough.
So and again, I've had the 12 before, at a buddy's house. It was a real good bottle. I picked one up and I've yet to crack it till today. And then a Baker's, I've never had it. A buddy of mine says it's his favorite. He suggested it to me, and now I have 2 of them somehow. Because I forgot I had one when I found another one for a good price, which is fine because I'm paying under MSRP for it. But, what are you gonna do?
You have so many.
I have
that
so
you
many, and I forgot
what was in the cabinet.
Yep. So anyway, we're gonna send Todd. Before we get going any further, we're gonna let Todd know that he won a free hoodie because he's the only one that guessed on our last bottle video,
Hey,
and he was the closest.
he wasn't that far off.
Wasn't horribly far off.
Are you gonna tell him?
No, I'm gonna do it a little bit different. We're gonna do the competition again, get some more guesses in.
Oh yeah, because
He didn't guess
exactly.
and
We said
we-
within 3 bottles.
we said within 3, which he
Yeah.
didn't do, but he's the only guest, and I want to give Todd the thing.
He
So
tried.
thank you, Todd, for being the
Yeah.
viewer that commented.
Thanks,
on
Todd.
it.
We
So-
appreciate it.
So the competition for this one is within 3.
Yep.
We'll say Todd was close. We'll say if he was higher or lower. But we're going to also say that since Todd's guess, we've added a few bottles.
Define few.
A few. A few.
Just a few.
And again, just to be
3 or
clear
more.
with it, if it was a single barrel bottle, as long as it wasn't from the same barrel,
Yeah.
we're counting it as a single one.
Mhm.
So with the 2 Bakers, it would be 2 different bottles.
Right.
If it was from the same barrel and batch, we would count that as 1.
Yeah, they have to be unique bottles.
Yep, unique bottlings.
Yep,
for sure. So I'm ready to get tasting.
Me too.
We're 14 minutes in. This one's probably going to be a little bit long, but the 3-way fights are a little bit longer. So
And we like to shoot the you know what.
got to shoot the bull.
I don't know what this is, but it smells great.
I get a vanilla. like vanilla, like cooking vanilla.
I just wrote
Like-
down. I wrote
Like
down the
baking
same thing.
vanilla. You think so?
If we put
It could
these
be
in the-
different bottles.
if we put these in the same order, I'm gonna be
And again, I just
amazed.
like I said, I'm just seeing what I got for. Ooh, there's a little, like a little caramel corn kind of smell with that.
I drank it without you.
That's okay. We might not be drinking the same one, so it doesn't matter. So cheers. Keith's just excited. He's ready to get into these.
I enjoy this way too much. Thanks for everyone for watching because it's fun.
Mm.
What is that noise you make? Are you eating it?
I'm just getting. So. So I'm not going to tell you my notes either. We're not going to, well, yeah, we'll have to tell them to keep everybody occupied, not just watch us sit here and drink. So I said on the nose, I got, for this glass, again, could be completely different from what you're drinking, vanilla, and then I got kind of a caramel corn
Okay.
kind of smell for that second smell. And then pretty good bite up front with this one. They're all over 100, but this one had a pretty good proof spice bite. And then I said it kind of tastes like burnt caramel corn.
Okay.
Is what I got.
So you're transitioning from that the same smell to the same flavor.
And then kind of on the end, and that's kind of why I'm smacking my lips,
Mhm.
like, like a dusty peanut shell,
Mm-hmm.
like that you get out of like an old school sack of peanuts,
Yeah.
like a dusty peanut shell kind of,
the way
when
that smells.
that taste of it. Like if you're cracking them in your hand and popping them in your mouth, you might
Sure.
get some of that peanut dust on it.
Or for
That's what the finish was.
or
for
for the
me.
weirdos that put the whole thing in their mouth and crack it.
Yeah.
My sister-in-law did that the other day. I'm like, I can't do that.
So I think it's good. I think it's solid. Nose I think could be a little bit better, but again, we're more of going off of flavors. And as we've been talking, that one I can still get that peanut dust. Which again, if you don't like that peanutty profile, a Jim Beam product's probably not going to be for you.
So it's interesting because the notes I took on the smell, sweet vanilla, and then my second note, spice bite.
for the smell,
Like after taking the test, that initial taste was a spice bite,
Mhm.
and then I made a note low proof, meaning that like I didn't get like that punch,
proof tingle.
that proof like the buzz on your lips. I didn't get that.
Mhm.
But definitely that more spicy bite is like the biggest thing I take away from that one
Mhm.
for me.
Gotcha.
I'm not getting any peanut dust.
No. Okay. Well, like I said, we could be drinking different ones.
Yeah.
So I'm going to leave a little bit in my glass to do side by side because we are going to have to rank these.
Oh, I forgot about that. Might have
So-
drank too much. Okay, you ready for
No,
the second
I
one?
think you're in good position.
Ooh, that's a good idea. Get a little
Sponsored
sip of
by
water.
Red Dog Tavern up in the Adirondacks. That's where me and my wife went on
Where's
our
that?
second
Red
honeymoon.
Dog.
It's not far from Old Forge.
What town?
Or no, not
Is
Old
that
Forge.
Inlet?
Yeah, Inlet.
Yeah, okay.
Sorry, not Old Forge. Inlet. Sorry, up in the Adirondacks. So second one.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I'm trying to remember what the little bit smells like, but I can't for the life of me.
So again, this is a lot of people say your strongest senses is your smell for memory.
Yeah.
And when I smell that, and it's not bad to me, but it's just what I pick up.
So, are we about to hear something weird?
Yeah, you're gonna, and that's what all this whiskey stuff is. We can say the stereotypical vanillas and caramels, which you do get those,
Mm-hmm.
but this one, man, I'm telling you, especially out of this nostril here,
The
for whatever
left cave?
Yeah, left cave, bottom of the glass or whatever. I get like a like I said compost, but I think it's like a tree, like a shredded tree. So
What
I
kind of tree?
might be getting the barrel. I'm getting like a shredded, like kind of like
Softwood or hardwood?
wood chip tree, hardwood.
Okay.
Yeah, like hardwood. I guess we'll call it hardwood. Hardwood wood chips kind of smell, but like fresh wood chips. But again, working, you know, with
Like coming out of the back of a saw.
yeah, but not like the oil smell that you would get coming out of the back of the saw, coming out of like a wood chipper. Smells good.
I'm not quite sure about this one. This one's kind of perplexing me on the taste. It's not doing anything crazy for me. It's smooth. There's not a lot of. I'm not getting a lot of proof on this one, but I'm just gonna talk out loud here. This one's super smooth to me. Like
The second one just
really,
easy going.
just really smooth. Not a lot of spice. Not a lot of proof. Really good nose. I don't know what this is, but right now in the moment, I'm really enjoying this one.
So I'm wondering. So this one I said I got easy sipping, but I did feel it in my chest after I sipped it. I had that little bit of that. People call it a Kentucky hug or whatever, where you feel that kind of proof down in your chest, where you know it's a higher
It's rolling
proof.
down.
It's a proof or a higher proof alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
And then I get, and I think relating back to the wood chip smell I was getting, I get kind of like a barrel tannin.
Yeah.
Kind of like a tartness with that one.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's funny how you can pick up on the barrel a little.
And I think I'm going to have to definitely go back to back with different ones and over the top.
Yeah.
To try to squirt, figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to get 2 tastes on it, though, to be.
Ooh. It's crazy how you sit here and these are all bean products and just the smell of these are so unique. Where when we've done this before, I didn't get like such uniqueness in the smell. But like these two that I just did, man, they couldn't smell more different and taste more different. Which I'm kind of surprised by being the bean products.
So that second one, it was like not a super smoky, but I got like that smoky malt characteristic that Little Book had. Maybe that's the book. I'm leaning between the two. If I had to guess which one of those two, if it was one of them, I would think that one would be the book.
Right.
Just because of that smoky,
malty
kind of flavors that I'm reminiscing back to, the last time I had.
Are you get like on this one specifically? I'm getting more of the barrel on this one for me, and not on the front end, but on the back end.
That tannin.
Yeah. A little bit on that as you kind of let it roll around.
And again, it could be 12 years too. It could be the 12-year barrel that you're getting that barrel influence.
Yeah, let's not forget that's probably one of the oldest bourbons
that we've had on the show.
Yeah, that we've done.
Absolutely. Yeah. And a lot of people, 12-year-old has spent a lot of time in a barrel, man.
Yeah. Yep.
Things in junior high almost.
Ooh, that one's. So I'm getting a molasses sweet smell with this third one for me. The nose is super sweet to me.
I'm getting a light green apple.
Green apple. You know.
I pick up that apple note a lot in bourbon. I don't know why.
So what amazes me the most about this experience is the unique smells.
That
you come up with.
Yeah, we don't have like any connecting. We have some similarities.
Yeah.
Like that first one, we might have been tracking the same, but it might have been different bottles we were picking up different stuff in too.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
The way Ben describes the smell of these bourbons intrigues me because it's like I would have never in a million years thought about green apple or whatever. So it just kind of like surprises me in how you describe the smell sometimes.
And I'm not saying I would think it's more of a Granny Smith kind of an apple. Like if you take a slice off of Granny Smith, you can almost smell that green apple smell.
Yep.
I'm not talking like a green apple candy or something like that. But
Yeah, right. An actual slicing open an apple, taking a bite out of it.
But I'm saying that all three of these, I'm not getting a lot on the nose of any of them. I gotta dig for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Dig for my smell.
My number one for the nose is my second one here in the middle. That's probably got the nicest nose to me. Now this third one I'm drinking, not super complex.
Put my nose too deep.
No spice bite for me on this third one at all. Like,
yeah, I'm getting a little caramel, like a little caramel green apple now with that third one. Just a little bit. There's not much there at all with that caramel. It's very faint.
This third one's probably the smoothest. This one to me feels there's none of that tingle on your lips as you're taking that sip, which is different. Because these are all close in proof, so that kind of surprises me. What changes that? Why do you get it in one or the other? Where the same proof? This is good. This one's an easy sipper, whatever it might be, but not complex to me right now. But
it's funny that I only probably, and again, these aren't bourbons I'm super familiar with. I mean, this one I've had a couple years ago. I had a 12.
Yeah, okay. And I've never had a 12.
And a Baker's, I've never had a Baker's, and the Little Book I only had for the first time last week. So, and that bottle might have changed since we've opened it a little bit too.
Yeah,
we've noticed that with some of the bottles that we've done that we get different stuff. Again, might be based on what we ate today too, even. Yeah,
and I do think there's some weight behind that though. Is it it's got some air in it. I think. I mean, I'm not a scientist by any means, but
alcohol does evaporate.
It's gotta play a little bit of a part in it.
There is some funk on that though, dude. Now, like some funky, kind of like some funky rotten wood smell now.
We went from wood chips to rotten wood.
It's that same left nostril.
Maybe you just got a big booger in there.
I was trimming trees before this, so
he's got some sawdust stuck in his left.
I got some locust sawdust.
Can you try the right nostril for us to see if you get anything different? Ben was trimming trees before we came. I think he's just got some sawdust stuck in his face. What's possible. The right nostril say? Right case.
That's the green apple.
Oh man! So there's a movie. I don't remember what it is, but the guy's like, "Oh, you got a bear cub left cave."
Bear cub left cave. The love guru.
Yes, the love guru.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
Again, I could see any of these three. I would say none of them line up for a daily pour. For me, I don't get the profiles that I like.
The complexity?
I don't get those over complex. And to be honest, I don't get, other than the first one, I don't get a lot of Jim Beam profile from any of these.
And I don't know what Jim Beam profile is.
Peanut. Jim Beam is known for being peanut.
Well, I love peanuts, so.
Yeah. But you did say you like Knob Creek, so.
Yeah, I do.
Yep. Yeah, so I got to go back and forth between these to pick a winner, but I don't think any of these are. I think they're very unique if you want something different.
Yeah. But
none of these I think are going to line up for a daily pour. Price point wise, none of them really line up for a daily pour. I mean, we got around $70, we'll call it, on the Knob 12. Baker's is 57 plus change, and then the Little Book is 125. So if you have pockets that deep, you should send us a bottle for the channel, and we will shout you out.
We will. But honestly, I'm blown away at how unique they are, right? Like, they're all from the same family, right? But man, I was expecting there to be some more similarities between the three, and they're, to me as a rookie, remember this, I'm a rookie at this. They're unique to my taste buds for this experience. I have my three, and I know exactly what I'm doing.
What your order is?
Yep.
Yeah, you don't need to go back and forth.
Nope. I did. I went back to this one.
Gotcha.
So this is my number one. That's my number two. that's my number 3, left to right. So from my left to right, I got 1, 2, 3. And to be honest, I think I might know one of them.
Okay.
But I'm not 100% sure. I'm not good at this. Doing the blinds is tough. If you're a rookie, it takes practice. You really don't. It
And
takes,
going between different ones, you get different stuff.
It does, and drink water in between them for sure. But be patient. When I was taking dendrology courses, so we had to go out and identify trees, and I always had a tendency to identify trees on like 3 different characteristics, like their leaf, okay, what their buds looked like, where they were. And the first thing my professor said to me is like, "You're not looking at enough. You're not looking at enough characteristics to identify them." I think that philosophy applies to this too. Is you got to look at more than 2 or 3 things to identify them, to make them individual towards another one. Just not looking at the complexity and the smell. But so when you're doing blind, just keep that in mind, that you got to really pick apart the small nuances, the small differences between the bottles, especially if they're close. You know, they're close in complexity and the smell, for sure. Did you finish yours? You got it?
I know what one of them is for its place.
Just one?
For the placing.
Okay. All right, now you're
cutting hairs
between 2 here, guys.
I'm cutting hairs here.
Whatever this one is, I could drink this every day. Not quite sure which one it is. I was really coming into this, I really thought I was going to be like, oh, that's the Little Book. Like, I love that for how much I loved it on the last episode, but
I don't think it's that easy to pick them out.
I don't think it is either. I thought it was going to be really simple and straightforward. Oh, that's Little Book. Nope, it's not. It definitely is not. It's a little bit tougher. But today, I know what I'm enjoying in the moment to rank them for me. Guys, he is really thinking about this one. Are you pert near done?
I'm pert near done. All right, I have my order and I have my guesses.
I'm not guessing. I might guess one.
So I had the order picked, and then I went back and I tried to pick what I thought was which.
All right. I appreciate that. I am not there yet.
That's fine. No, and again, I could be totally wrong.
I bet you're not.
I could be totally wrong.
Okay. All right. You get to go first.
Okay. So we'll start here at the end, because might as well, if we're going to blow up what I think my guesses are.
Wait, is it number 1 and number 3, right to left?
1, 2, 3.
All right, so
we'll
your third place.
Here. My third place was this one.
Tip it over.
This was the really smoky hardwood chips, composty.
Last. Okay.
B.
Which
That's
is
the 12.
Is the knob.
So that blows my guess right out of the water.
I love this.
Because I thought that this, with the smoky kind of
You thought it was
flavor,
the book.
I thought it was the book. Just going off of what, and that's why, again, with these blinds.
Hey, proof's in the pudding.
The proof's in the pudding. So
that's the way the cookie crumbles.
So at this point, the best I can do is one of these is right.
I get really excited when Ben doesn't do it because it makes me feel better. All right.
Yeah, because I switched those. So that was the one. Yeah.
Wait, just switched them?
No.
Oh.
After I tasted them, I put the order around.
Okay.
So that was my second glass.
So
third place.
So Ben's third place was the Knob Creek 12.
Knob 12.
Okay.
Second place, this one was the light green apple, and then I said funky at the end.
Funk.
I thought this was the 12. Obviously, it's not.
It is not.
It is not. It is glass C. So it's the Baker's.
So there's only one left for you.
Yep. So that means number one, I put the good old
Little
book beats out the Bakers, and I would say that this one handily beat the rest of them. My guesses, though, not a single one right.
Sorry, that's awesome.
Not a single one.
So
that's
you thought number one was the Bakers?
I thought this was the Bakers.
Okay.
And then I thought this one was the 12, and
Yeah.
then this one was the this one was the Little Book. I thought it was because of that smoky kind of flavor I got with it. My order is Little Book, and then the Bakers 7, and then the Knob Creek 12, which these two were very close for me. That's why I had to go back and forth on them.
Yeah, those are close to me too.
This one was a handy winner in this.
It's got 2 cars on it.
You can see this one still has some in it because I had to drink these down to nothing.
Yeah, to make a decision.
So apparently, like I said last time, I have expensive taste, I guess.
All right.
I like the $120 bottle.
I guess we'll go excuse me. My third place is C.
So you went with the Bakers.
That would be the Bakers. At number 3, third place is the Bakers for me.
So why do you think you went with third with that?
Low complexity.
Okay, you didn't get a lot out of it.
Not getting a lot of complexity. However, super smooth, super drinkable, good flavor.
Mm-hmm.
Not a lot of bite there at the front end. Sweet, but definitely not that complexity for me.
So the Bakers has a second place for me and a third place for you.
Yep.
All right, glass number 2.
B.
So we kept the book.
Yeah, B.
Riding.
And honestly, the book, the only thing that got me to that first place is the smokiness.
Mm-hmm.
Lagavulin 16 Scotch is my favorite Scotch I've ever had. It's super smoky.
Mm-hmm.
I've told Ben this. There's a bottle of K&M that is like calling my name.
Mm-hmm.
I love that smoky profile. To me, that smoky profile is really unique. It's easy to pick out to me.
Mm-hmm.
In my experience here, that Little Book, man, it's 120.
Was it a handy winner though?
3 car lengths, man.
You think? Yeah, I think it
3 car lengths.
It beat them out pretty handy for both of us.
Yeah.
Like I said, it was this one was picked, and then I had to go back and forth between the Bakers and the 12.
And honestly, they're really close. Like, if you ask me in 20 minutes, I might switch those.
Mm-hmm. I can see that, but I don't think I'm switching that one. Like when I had that last little taste out of that first one.
Yeah.
It was not even close.
Now let's talk a little bit about value. No way would I pay $57 for that Bakers. Me personally.
Yeah. That's fair.
The Russell's Reserve for $60.
A single barrel. You get a single barrel Russell's for that.
It just didn't have the complexity and my profile. Mm-hmm. If I'm spending that kind of money on any spirit,
you want familiarity.
I want the familiarity, but I want complexity. I want
that product.
I want to have a good drinking experience. Like, to me, I say this to my wife. I say I could go buy 2 30 racks of Miller Lite, right, for the price of 1 bottle of Russell's Reserve. Okay, a Miller Lite is a Miller Lite is a Miller Lite. A Bud Light's a Bud Light. A Corona's a Corona. A Corona. Every bottle tastes the same. It's the same drinking experience no matter what you get. I don't care what beer you have, unless it's something wild, like a Dogfish Head or something like that is unique. What's really cool about bourbon is it's such a cool drinking experience.
Yep.
So you're not only paying for the bottle, you're not only paying for the age, but you're paying for that experience. And I think if you're going to spend the money, it should be a good experience, right?
Yep.
So if I'm going to spend $60 and up, I want that to be a good experience where I say, like, man, that was really good because of this, and this, not just because, oh, that tastes good.
All right. So we have our clear-cut winner. This is a long episode, so we appreciate you folks staying with us with
Thank
this. Absolutely. Thank you guys so much.
We appreciate it.
We're going to fight the little book again. I mean, we're keeping, for everybody tuning into this, we're keeping the $120 bottle pouring. As hard as that is for me to say, we're going to fight this with another Beam product next episode. Again, a 3-way fight, because I think these 3-way fights
They're fun.
phenomenal. I think we're going to do a Beam product and another distillery product. And you guys will have to tune into the next episode on Friday to find out what we are blind tasting,
what we're up to
on the Fresh Cracks.
What's going to take the book down?
What's going to take the book down? I don't know. It's going to take something more handy than what we just had, dude.
It's going to take something special.
So, I mean,
Thank you guys.
I can't believe I put that at 12 last. I mean, the Baker's was good. The Baker's was better for me, but you and me just flip-flop those, and then that makes the scoring simple.
Sure.
So
it does. Thank you guys so much for joining us here at the bar.
Yeah, thank you guys for tuning in so much. And again, if you want a chance to win another hoodie, we're sending one out to Tom for his guess. Guess the bottle total right down here at the bar, and we'll announce the winner at some point, because we record 1 or 2 of these in a day. Yep. So we'll get to it in a future video. But Tom, you won a hoodie, so we'll be getting in contact with you for your size. And guess what our bottle count is at now? Would you say within 3 bottles is an automatic win?
3 bottles, automatic win.
3 bottles is an automatic win within the guess. So when Todd was getting close, and we've added a few since then. So you can be the judge of where he is on that scale. He might even stick with his same guess.
Maybe.
We don't know. So thank you guys for tuning in so much. I would say if you're looking for Beam and you like Beam, both of these are good for Beam profile.
Yeah.
You know, both of those fit with that. But I'm not going to go out maybe and rebuy these for my take and my personal taste.
Fair enough.
I'll keep them down here. If somebody wants to crack them, they're more than welcome to them.
Yep.
So that's all I got to say. See you guys next time.